Hey, in today's video, we're talking about when can you access Roth IRA with no penalty. And you're probably thinking, Roth IRA, that's tax-free money. I should be able to access it anytime. But there are some conditions where you got to be over certain ages, or having an account for a certain amount of time, or spend the money on certain things. So stay tuned. Let's talk over it. Roth IRA distribution rules coming up next. Hey, this is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner with Christy Capital Management, where we're helping federal employees plan for a better retirement. If you need individualized help, go to christycapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. We work with a lot of federal employees, helping them get their TSP moved out into an IRA and then to a Roth IRA for tax savings purposes. Today, we're talking about when can you access your Roth IRA with no penalties. And when you're accessing a Roth IRA, there are three different things you could be accessing. It could be your contributions. Let's say you contributed $7,500 to a Roth IRA this year. When can you access that? There's also conversions. Maybe you did a Roth conversion where you moved some traditional money to Roth IRA. When can you access that money? And then when can you access your earnings? Maybe you contributed the $7,500. When can you access the earnings that you've gotten on that? We're going to go over it. So the first and easiest one to answer is your contributions. This is where you write a check from your checking account and you contribute to Roth IRA. Those contributions are tax and penalty free at any time. So this is something that you could use to pay for anything you want to. College planning, other stuff. You make contributions, you can reach back in there and get your contributions out penalty free, tax free. Whenever you reach in there and take money out of a Roth account, Roth contributions are considered to be withdrawn first, and they are not taxable. The next one we're going to look at is your earnings. You have to ask yourself, is it a qualified distribution? So what does that mean? Well, a qualified distribution needs to be held for 5 years. And so you have to have a Roth IRA account for 5 years. And one of the following needs to have happened. You either need to be over the age of 59 and a half. That'll probably be most of you. You could be disabled. It could be made to your beneficiary. And that's why beneficiaries can access the money with no taxes or penalty at your death. The other thing is it could be a first-time home buyer. For most people watching this, they're going to be the 59 and a half. So we talk often about how you got to have a Roth IRA for at least 5 years and be the age 59 and a half to access your money without taxes or penalties. So what if you haven't held the account for 5 years or you aren't 59 and a half yet? Well, the earnings are taxable. Well, what about penalties? Do you meet any of the penalty exemptions? So there could be taxes, but there could also be a penalty. So if you don't meet the 5 years and 59 and a half, the earnings will be taxable, but there could also be a penalty. So penalty exemptions are age, if you're age 59 and a half, if it's a SEP, higher education expenses, first-time home buyer, if you're disabled, if you're the beneficiary of a deceased IRA owner, if it's unreimbursed medical expenses, medical insurance premiums after a job loss, IRS levy, and qualified reservationist distribution. I do think it's great that the IRS doesn't penalize you when they are levying your money. That's awful nice of them. So if you meet one of these exemptions, then the earnings are penalty-free. The earnings will be taxable, but they will be penalty-free. If you don't meet one of these, there'll be a 10% penalty as well. So that's the earnings. Now let's look at conversions. First step, does the amount have any after-tax basis? I think for most people, to regularly access your money, the answer is going to be no. So then did you convert at least 5 years ago? If you did, the converted funds are tax and penalty free. If you did not, the next question is, are you over the age of 59 and a half? If the answer is yes, you can access the converted funds tax and penalty free. If the answer is no, then it goes over to those penalty exemptions again that we talked about earlier. If you meet those penalty exemptions, then it's not penalized. If you don't, it is. And if you're wondering, well, what the 5 years and 59 and a half is there for, let's say you access your money from your traditional IRA under the age of 59 and a half. There'd be a 10% penalty. But what if you convert that money over to a Roth account and then you immediately go take the money out of the Roth? You'd in essence be getting around this rule, and the IRS is going to make you wait 5 years to access that conversion or be 59 and a half. So if you are 50 years old and you Roth convert, you'll need to access the money. You got to wait 5 years. If you're 57 years old when you convert the money, you'll have to wait till 59 and a half. So there's an ordering rule for distributions. So if you access Roth money where it contains earnings, conversions, and contributions, contributions are considered to be withdrawn first, and they are not taxable. converted amounts would be withdrawn second, and the earnings are considered withdrawn last. We want to help you focus on some of the rules because inadvertently messing up some of these rules can be costly, and lots of people just think, oh, Roth is tax and penalty free just because it's Roth. But there are some rules that you got to play by. If you need help making sure that you don't mess this up, go to ChristyCapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. We'd love to help you. We'd love to help come up with a plan to get more money moved to Roth for you, but also make sure that you play by those rules. So if you want to watch another video about Roth conversion break-even points, if I pay taxes to get to Roth, when will I get my money back? That sort of thing. Check out this video right here. My name is Mel Stubbs. I'll see you on the next video.